We have reached the part of the podcast where we're talking some UFC, and who better to come on than the man, the myth, the legend, Wade from Top Flight Picks. Wade, how are you doing this lovely Friday afternoon, my man?
It's going great, man. Got 4 football games coming on tonight, so I'm excited, man. Got some action in the games. So
I only got one bet. I'm not gonna lie. I had a great week. Went into last night. I was a little too cocky. I had the Brewers minus 120. As much as everyone wants to give Williams shit, 7 hits, 2 runs, 0 for 9 with runners in scoring position. So is what it is. Yeah. Rough night at the office yesterday for me. But hey, I told you, we were texting back and forth. I said, Ray. I sent you a text message, Ray. Ray got it home for us. So also, for those watching or listening, Wade told me he would only come back on if I stopped betting women's fights. I have no women's fights in my bets today. All male fights, my man. All male.
I did not say that, by the way.
So we each have 3 bets. I went 0-3 last week. Wade went 1-2. We're going to look to rebound. We got some juicy bets here. So you are going to start us off, my man. Why do you tell us who your first bet is?
Yeah, man, I'm going Jose Aldo with the plus 125 money line. Honestly, man, it's really just simple as he looked pretty sharp his last fight. He's very tough to take down. He's a dog. And if you're going to give me plus money on Jose Aldo, I think he's going to always have the judge's favor, even if they say they're not biased. They're always going to have that little bias. He's obviously older. He picks his spots. He likes to keep his range. He uses his kicks to his advantage. He obviously doesn't have the power, but he can still get enough damage done. Batista's a little scary. His strikes landed per minute's pretty high, but I think Aldo's defense at his 60% defense is pretty good. He probably won't be able to be taken down by Batista. So I think Aldo can grind one out here, man. Give me plus money on Aldo.
I like it. My next bet, going to the undercard. I took Hubbard at plus 138.
Yeah.
I don't want to live in a world where Hernandez is favored. I don't think Hernandez is that good. Hubbard, in my eyes, is a better grappler. I think he's going to be able to stuff Hernandez's takedowns. When you look at Hernandez's body of work, he has tuckered out his last couple of fights. Now you're fighting at elevation. That tends to be a recipe for disaster. Now, Hubbard chains boxing coaches. He's out here in Illinois now. Huge upgrade. And when you look at this coach, whose name I can't pronounce, so I'm not going to attempt to pronounce it. When you look at the people that have come to him, their stand-up game has gotten significantly better. I think that's going to be the case with Hubbard. Hubbard has the cardio, as he usually does train in elevation. He has the better grappling. I think with the change in boxing coaches, he's going to have the better stand-up. I think this is just a brutal matchup for Hernandez. And I have this thing, man. Nothing motivates people more than money. Hubbard's been vocal about just recently having a kid, having to kind of change some stuff, needing some money. He needs a good showing here. Nothing motivates people more than money, my friend. I'm going to take Hubbard here plus 138.
I don't hate it. Yeah, when I saw Hernandez was favored too, I thought that's pretty crazy. But I don't know, man. It'll be a close fight, I believe. That's for sure.
Next one, my friend.
Yeah, I've got a 2-leg here parlay. I'm doing Tesha Pennington and Alex Poatan Pereira. Tesha Pennington has the skills on the feet and on the ground to handle Carla Esparza. She's making her return to the ring. She hasn't fought since her loss in November of 2022. And I always like to fade fighters who are coming back, especially from that long of a layoff. And actually, this is Carla's last fight. This is going to be her retirement fight. So I just don't think she's really got a lot going for her. I know she's come out vocally and said that she wants to go out with a bang. I just don't think it's going to happen. Pennington looked pretty good in her last fight, and it actually a split decision loss to Tabitha Ricci. And now she can build off that during this camp. I think she'll be able to do enough to force enough pressure on her feet. And then if they get in the grappling exchange, I think she can handle herself. Her volume alone should probably get the job done here. And then Poetan, I think if he's not going to find a knockout, he'll at least find a decision here. Roundtree's power is pretty good, so I think he's going to respect that a little bit. But he's the best kickboxer in the game. And I think him going up against another kickboxer, they're probably not going to go on the ground. And I'll take Poetan to at least do enough damage on the feet to win this. So I parlayed them two together for -113.
I like it. I like it. My next one, still on the undercard. I took Court McGee here, +170. Now, hear me out. Tim Means, 40 years old, doesn't have power to knock anyone out. Questionable cardio, fighting in elevation. What could go wrong? As the fight goes on, this is going to favor McGee. McGee trains in elevation. He has the cardio, and once the fight goes on a little bit, the probability of a knockdown decreases because the power is gone because of the cardio. Means can't win a grappling match with Court McGee. He needs to keep this standing. He needs to exchange. He needs to look to knock him out or outpoint him with the boxing. This fight comes down to if you believe McGee is going to be able to get it on the mat. If you believe McGee is going to be able to get it on the mat, then that's his path to win. And I don't think Means has the takedown defense to stop Court McGee from getting it to the mat. When I look at Means' cardio, that's just a big red flag for me. So I think McGee is going to be able to get it down. Also, Means has this weird stance with the way he stands. It opens himself up for takedowns. I see a clear path for McGee. I know it's his retirement fight, and we tend to fade fighters when they're going into retirement fights. But for me, I think whoever loses this is done. I think it's going to be Means, a 40-year-old fighter who relies on his power, fighting in elevation against someone that's going to look to get it to the ground. I'll take Court McGee here, +170.
I think we might need to have a side bet on this on the side here if we're going to watch this together and do a little stream, man. Because I think Means is going to get this done. I think he's more dangerous on the feet, and he has the more dangerous strangles. He might be able to catch McGee in one. So we'll see.
Okay, we'll see, dude. We'll see. Loser has to Uber Eats a 6-pack to the winner. We'll do that.
I'm down.
Next fight.
Yeah, I did another 2-leg here for plus money. I did Joaquin Buckley parlayed up with Ryan Spann. I love Wonder Boy, man, but I just think he's on the wrong side of 41. He's coming up facing a 30-year-old killer in Buckley. He's riding a 4-fight win streak. In 2 of those, he finished the fights. In 19 professional fights for Buckley, he has 13 finishes by KO. I'm not quite sure he's going to KO Wonder Boy here, but I do believe he'll do enough damage, both on the feet and really on the ground. If he wrestles, he's definitely going to get this thing over, and I think that should be his path to victory, which he probably should wrestle. And if he does, I think he'll be able to do enough damage on the ground, get enough control time, and then just find the ground and pound that he needs to. He averages 1.69 takedowns per fight, and I think he'll use that to his advantage with his explosive ability on Wonder Boy, who really doesn't have much left in the game. And then I'm just fading OSP. He's 41 years old as well. Ryan Spann's on a 3-fight losing streak, so kind of hate to back somebody like that. But I think he's at the more dangerous fighter here. I think he'll be able to find a power shot here, and if not, he'll just be able to damage him with his power and speed over 3 rounds. So yeah, give me Buckley and Spann for a plus money parlay.
I like it. And my friend, what is my motto in life?
Shoot or shoot, man. Shoot or shoot.
Give me Roundtree plus 360. Betting in my eyes is always about buying low and selling high. Is there a higher MMA fighter now than Alex Pereira? This is his 5th fight in 15 months. His 4th title fight in 11 months. His 3rd fight this year. That's a ton of fights. I know everyone's going to be like, but he doesn't take damage. We need to take into account all the training stuff he does. It's not like he doesn't get hit in that training. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it's just the wear and tear on your body. And I think we're going to start to see it in this matchup. Roundtree, 5-fight winning streak. 4 of the 5 have been KOs. Roundtree, dangerous striker. When we saw him go to Thailand, ever since he's come back from Thailand, he's been a completely different fighter. This is the most dangerous fighter, knockout-wise, power-wise, that Pereira has fought. Working from distance, I think Roundtree is going to have the advantage. I think Roundtree in the grappling, if it does become a grappling exchange, has the advantage. I think the kickboxing is just going to basically nullify each other. I think the wear and tear is going to show up. I think the explosiveness of Roundtree. I think he's going to be able to do some work. And I'm going to say this, with how much these two are going to respect each other, I think it's worth a small sprinkle on the plus 1,600 decision and to ladder the over 1.5, over 2.5, over 3.5. I think these guys are going to respect each other. I think this fight's going to go the distance. I think Roundtree, because of the volume and how dangerous he is, his live, and I'm selling Pereira. I don't think he should be this big a favorite. I don't think Roundtree should be plus 360. Give me Roundtree here, plus 360, my friend.
Yeah, I wrote my article today. He's definitely the most dangerous fighter he's fought. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll see. Wade, I'd like to thank you for coming on. Wade and I believe, are going to be live for the prelims. That's the rumor going around the streets. So I don't even know when the prelims start, my man.
Yeah, I need to look that up. I'm not sure either.
Both of us will tweet that out. And we lost Wade. So Wade and I will be live for the prelims. Make sure to check that out. Both of us will tweet out when that is. I'm not sure the time. We'll get together. Also, we'll be here anytime there's a UFC fight, so make sure to check that out. Wade, I'd like to thank you for coming on. Why don't you tell everyone where they can find you on social media, my friend?
Yeah, you guys can just follow me on X at _ Top Flight Picks. Got a 7-day free trial link in bio if you guys want to check out what I got going on over there. So, yeah, come check me out.
Make sure to give my boy Wade a follow and check us out live Saturday evening-ish for a little UFC prelims. We'll talk soon, my friend.
Appreciate you.